Hi guys, hope you're doing good. In this video, we're going to learn how to pass a function as an argument to another function and how to return a function from a function. Let me give you some example to make you understand this. Before that, let me take the important things that is required for any co-programming language. Now in this example, I'm going to square a number and then cube it. Let me take a function to square it first. Let the function name be square and it takes a parameter of type float 64 and then it written float 64 as well. So to square a value, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a built-in function called as pow that is there in math. So let me import that as well. I'll say import fmt and then math. Let me close it. Now here I'll say written math dot pow of the value comma 2 because I'm going to square. So 2 means square of this value, right? Now from here let me say fmt dot println. I'll say square of 2. So when I say square of 2, what happens? The function square will be called and the variable val will be stored with 2 because I am calling the function and passing 2 here. And here it is like pow of 2 comma 2. So if you want, I can take a different example because both values are same. Some people may get confused. Let me take 3 and here I say pow of 3 comma 2. So it means that it gives you 9. 3 square is 9. The value 9 will be returned from this function to this function call. So let me save it and run it for you. Here I'll say go run function example. You're getting the output 9. Now if I want to cube this value, I'll say cube of square. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to call the function and pass the function square. Now what I'm doing here is passing the function square to the function cube. So let me create a function called as cube. I'll say cube of. Now when I call the function and I'm passing a argument square to the function, I need to have a parameter of same type. So let me take a parameter of a parameter name as sqr. And what is the type of it? The type of it is the function type square. So how will I find the function type square? If I take the function name and the variable name out, that becomes the type of it, right? So what is the type of it? I'll say from here, I'll say func, forget about square, and I'm opening the parenthesis, forget about val because that's a parameter name. I'll say float to 64 and then what's the return type? Float 64 as well. Now this is how I keep the parameter type, right? So whenever I want to create a parameter, I need to have the argument type. What is my argument now? Argument is a function itself, right? So square function is my argument. So I need to have a parameter of same type. What is the type of square? func. So how will you find the type of it? Just ignoring the function name and ignoring the parameter name, I will be just putting everything there. So for func, ignore the function name, just give the parenthesis and then ignore the variable name, that is a parameter name, and then the followed by the type of the parameter, that is float, and type of the return type, right? I've given there. Now from here I am going to cube it. I'll say written math dot pow of. Now from here what I'm going to do, I'm going to first call the square function because that is what I'm going to do with it. I'm going to square it and then cube the value. So from here let me call the square function. Now what is happening here? Cube of square. Square will be stored in sqr. That is what happening here, right? I am passing square to sqr. So the reference of the function square will be stored in sqr. From here if I want to call the square function, I'll say sqr of 2. So when I say sqr of 2, the function will be called, the value is going to get returned and that value is going to be cubed. So when I do this, what happened? When I'll be calling the function sqr, right, that is calling the function square. So when I say sqr of 2, from here it means that square of 2. So when I say square of 2, this function will be called and the value will be 2 here, and here it will be 2 comma 2, that is 4. This 4 will be returned back to the function call. Where is the function call? Here. So let me give a comment line here and tell you what happens here. So I'll say pow of, so square of 2 is sqr of 2 is square of 2, that function will be called, and 4 will be returned back to this place. So it will be 4 comma 3. So 4 comma 3, it is processed, and I'll be getting 64, right? So from here, return 64, the value 64 will be returned from here to the function call, where the function is called inside the main, cube of square. So this place will be getting the value 64. So let me save and run this code for you. I'll say go run. Oops, too many arguments to return. Okay, the problem is I didn't mention the return type. Sorry, it's my mistake. I've just forgot to mention the return type because I'm returning a value from here, right? So I need to mention the return type, right? So let me run this code again for you. I'll say go run. I'll be getting 64. Now what's happening? Let me repeat the process for you. I'm calling the function cube and I'm passing the function square as argument. So whenever I pass the function as an argument, I need to have a parameter of the same type. I'm having the type that is fun, and it takes the argument of type 64 and the return type is of 64, right? And the function is returning a value from here. From here, I am calling the function square with the help of sqr, that is holding the reference for square. The square function will be called, the value will be processed, and the processed value will be returned back to the function call, and again the cube process will happen. Final value will be returned back to the function call. Got it? Okay. Let me give a different example to make you understand how to return a function from another function. Let me take these things out. It's not required for me now. Let me take the important things again. Now here, what I'm going to do some arithmetic operation. So let me take some arithmetic operation called as add, subtract kind of things. And that's going to return end. And here I'll say return a plus b. And I'll take one more function called as sub. And I'll take a comma b, and I'll say int, return int again. And here I'll say return a minus b. There's a typo here. I'll change it. Okay, written. Let me take one more function to process the arithmetic operation. So let the function name be arith, and I'll tell you what's happening there later. Now from the main function, I'm going to get some option. So let me take var op, let it be of type string, and let me get input using scan. Let's say ampersand op. I'll call the function here arith, and I'll pass op. So the option is going to be either addition, subtraction, or multiplication, like that. For addition I'll be giving plus, for subtraction I'll be giving minus, like that I'll be giving any other option as per my requirement. Now I'm going to call the function arith, and I'm going to pass op. The type of op is string, so let me have a parameter of type same option string. Let me consider what I'm going to return later. Now here I'll say if, right, if my option is equal to plus, that is if it is addition, I'm going to do some process, else I'll be doing some other process, right? So since I have a function add and subtract already, let me not do anything extra. What I'm going to do from here is I'll just simply say return add if it is addition, and I'll say return sub if it is subtraction. Now since I'm returning a function, right, what I'm returning from here is a function. Now I need to have a return type of the same type, right? So what is the type of add and sub? It is func, and the parameter type is int comma int, because it is taking two parameters, both of type integer, and it is going to return integer, right? That is the return type, right? So whatever I'm going to return, if I'm going to return integer, my return type will be int. If I'm going to return a string, my return type will be string. But if I'm going to return a function, my return type should be of the same function type. So what is the type of this function? As I said already, to find the type of the function, just ignore the function name and the parameter name, right? Remaining thing should come as it is. So what is that? func open close parenthesis. Inside that I have two parameters of type integer. I'll say int comma int, and the function is going to return int, so it is a int here, right? Okay, so since I am returning something from here, I need to store it, right? So let me say res and store it in a variable, right? So now this variable is going to store the reference of the function which I am going to return, so that I can call the function from here, right? I'll say fmt println, I'll say res, and let me pass some value 10 comma 20, right? So let me save this code and run it for you. I'll say go run function example. Let me give an option plus. So 10 plus 20, what I'm passing from here is, right, what I'm passing from here is rest of 10 comma 20, that is 30. If my option, sorry, if my option is minus, I'm getting minus 10. So let me explain you what is happening here exactly, right? So I'll say scan and I get some input, either plus, minus or something like that. And after that, I'm calling the function arith. So when I call the function arith, this function is called, and the variable option will be stored with plus, since I'm passing plus from here. So I'll say arith as op, and this function will be called, and option will be plus. When it comes here, when my option is plus, simply I say return add. That means that I'm returning the function, right? So I'm returning the function. I need to have the same type of the function. So it comes here. Res will be storing the reference to the function add. Now when I say res of add, it means that I am calling the function add and I am passing 10 comma 20. So when the function add is called, it comes here. A will be stored with 10 and B will be stored with 20 respectively, and then I'm returning A plus B, that is 10 plus 20. The processed value is 30. 30 will be returned back to the function called res. If at all my option is minus, here it calls the function arith and op will be stored with minus. So when it minus, the option is minus, so it goes to the else part, returns sub. The reference to the function sub will be returned back. Now res will be stored with sub, and here it will call the function sub, that is this function will be called, A will be 10, B will be 20, 10 minus 20 minus 1, minus 1 will be returned back, right? I'm done with this video, guys. If you have any doubts or queries, please comment in the comment section. I'll definitely get back to you. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much.